job never stops. Oh boy, here we go to work again. This time, I'm going to get some massage done. Oof, it's gonna be, well, it has been a very long day again. In all different jobs. Now just on my way to the last job of the day. So today you saw me in different places as usual. In the morning, or daytime, being as a coalman, and now that's the time when I become a massage therapist. I'm going to see one of my patients, my guy. So every Tuesday I go to see a fellow called Mr. Pugh, James Pugh, who has a lot of trouble with his body, mainly his lower back, his lumbar. But he was born with malformation on his foot, and because of that he has been having trouble his entire life with these particular issues. So because he was born with malformation on his foot, it has affected his knees, his back. So every Tuesday evening I go to see him for another treatment. So I'm just on my way to his house now. I'm slightly late because it was some closures on the road, so I had to take a diversion. And yet the work never stops, never. Always there's something to do, so always, well, the life cost is quite high these days, so there's not much excuse what we can give for the work. So yes, thank you very much guys for everyone who has passed this channel here. I really appreciate all of your support, you know. And I'm planning to do a few different things in the channel now. So some of the days I'm gonna be telling some stories about my childhood. Maybe on Monday, and then on Tuesday I have the massage sessions. Wednesday is the main live of the week, where we make our capoeira classes. So yeah, every day if you come here, you're gonna see a different video, a different live, something nice. You're gonna see something in Portuguese, something in English. I might start doing some videos in Spanish as well. Is that your birthday? I can't see much nobody because I'm driving, but if it's your birthday, what I could read over there, I wish you the best of the birthday. There's a thing, also have cancer. Really? Well, I can't do much for you, but I can say a prayer for you for sure. I hope God puts the light on you, you know, and make this cancer go away. I wish you the best of luck on your fight against this illness, which I know is a very bad one. I have a few friends who got rid of this problem. Mainly one friend of mine who lives in Leeds, one of my very good friends, and she's just going through this very hard period of time now, but everything is working okay. All the treatment seems to be working very good. So best of luck to you, buddy. And now here the day carries on. So start quite early morning, woke up this morning around 6 o'clock, and now it's just 20 to 10. So yeah, it's been 16 hours. 16 hours on the go, more or less. And there is at least another 2 hours before I can finish for the day. I'll be with the gentleman there for maybe for 1 hour or 1.5 hours, which we are making a very good progress according to him. There is another gentleman now when I used to go to see him every Friday, with problem on the lumbar as well, problem on the back, and he's doing quite well too. So yeah, and as you guys can see, my voice is not great. It's been quite some time now. There is this cold in my house. My son and my wife, they are coughing quite bad, you know, with the flu. I'm not doing too bad, to be honest with you, taking in consideration the weathers that we had over here in England, and being working under that rain all the time. So at least in these last 2 days we didn't have any rain, so the sun was shining. It's a bit cool, it's a bit cooler than what it used to be, even though when it was raining. But I'm so happy at least the rain has stopped. Yes, it's not great with the cold, but it's a lot better than what it was. Even though it's 0 degrees now, but at least it's drier than what it was as well. So that makes a lot of difference in life. And yeah, talking a bit about this channel, after over 1 year, I managed to monetize this channel. So I'm just trying to keep growing the audience of the channel, and I would like to thank everyone who has passed here in this channel. And also oh yeah, going to the right place. So yeah, I might be there in about 10 minutes. So if you guys hang on in there, in about 10 minutes I will be with my client. So we're gonna be doing some massage for his lumbar, for his lower back, maybe the hamstring as well. Last time we were talking, it was quite tight, but we could release a bit of the tension on the body. So hopefully today we're gonna, you know, have another success on the treatments. So it depends on how he's feeling today. We may proceed some sports massage or deep tissue massage. I will see when I get there. And probably we're going to be doing some nice and smooth exercise, you know, to relax the body. And tomorrow, of course, our main live of the week, which is the capoeira lessons. I might do a little training in the afternoon, or early afternoon or late morning, when I'm going to be doing a little bit of stretch just to get prepared for the class of the evening. And yeah, for the entire year I was not so much into you know, making videos for the channel, or even the shorts. I was not putting too much effort to it. So I'm gonna take a different approach now. When I'm still gonna be streaming, I'm still gonna make the lives, but I will concentrate a lot more on the videos. So I have invested in a really nice camera. Well, it's not the best camera, you know, it's a quite an old one, but it's fantastic for the job. Makes some great shooting with that camera and allows me to do a 20-minute video each time. So the only problem is every 20 minutes I have to start a new video, but it's not a big problem. So yeah, I will be getting a new lens as well. For now I have only 2 small lenses, but I'm looking to get a 50 mils to 200 mils lens, which should be just great to take some best shots over there. So I promise it will be some quality videos coming along, because in all of this past year what I have done was just streaming from my phone. Okay, so I'm still going to be streaming, but I'm going to be using the camera quite a lot to make some nice videos. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys will like it. And of course, you always can ask for something new on the video, something on the channel. So as I said, I'm going to be concentrating a lot in the videos for the channel this year. As I say, every day I'm going to try a different approach. Some of the days, as I say, like Wednesday, you're going to be more involved into the classes. So I'm still going to be streaming, but also I'm going to be doing some recordings on the side and cutting the videos for new learners, for capoeira learners. If you want to improve their mobility, improve their kicks, improve their martial art skills. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice challenge. You know, I can say that it's gonna be a really nice challenge. And this weekend, this coming Saturday, I'm gonna have also capoeira music happening in Leeds with some of my students. Not all of them will be there, but some of them will. So we might have maybe around 10 people, 10, 15 people. If we do have about 15 people, we will have like a nasi roda as well. We're going to be playing some nice capoeira. We can do some nice movements in there, not only the music only. Because last month we did a little bit of music, and plus we were making a kashishi, which is a shaker, for the music. There's so many slower drivers today here, everywhere. And I'm, sometimes I wonder if all of these people who are on the road, if they actually should be on the road. Because, oh gosh, people make so many mistakes when they are driving. A lot of mistakes, mainly the elderly. They drive too slow, where you should be driving 6 miles an hour, they are doing 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, but you cannot push them, you just need to wait. Okay, it's the best way, no confrontation, no horn, no beeping, nothing, just take the time. So as I say, most of the times, if you want to go for a nice trip, make sure you leave a half an hour earlier or 1 hour earlier, just because of the whatever may happen on the way, so you don't get too much stressed on traffic. I know it's quite hard to say to not to get stressed on the traffic, but sometimes you just need to make it. I hope there's no floods on the place where I'm going here right now, because I'm just in a place called the Stamford Bridge in the North Yorkshire in England. A river raised here very easily, so all the time there is some floods around. I hope today, it seems okay. Oh yeah, the water has come down, so yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be there very soon. I can't say the same on the other side of the road, because on the other road there's signs for floods, but here is all fine. Almost there, guys, almost there. Just give me another 3 minutes and I'm gonna be to the gentleman's house and I'm gonna start the massage dome. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. If you didn't leave your like, please do leave your like. Come here, leave us a message, leave us a suggestion for videos, what you want to see in the future. As I said, I'm gonna start changing what I'm doing here. Not changing, but adding up. It won't be only streaming. I'm gonna be doing a lot more for this channel. Videos with shorts. I'm gonna be doing some private classes when people can actually train from home and they can learn capoeira very easily. Almost there. Yep, I'm just around the corner. If you guys give me 1 more minute, I'm arriving to the place where I have to be. Yeah, here I am. I just need to reverse into the drive now. Adopt me with Miley. I guess we're saying adopt me with Smiley, but yeah. How you doing? And here we go, time to get some work done. Hey James, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad.
Ah, good to hear it. Oh, once in a while,
Yeah. Good to see you.
How's life treating in these days?
I have some news.
Oh, good news or bad news?
Good news.
Okay, here we go.
Potentially great news.
Oh, are you gonna have a surgery?
No. I don't know yet. But
Okay.
I've discovered something.
Okay.
Yeah. Today's been a bit of a bad day, but before today, I've had 3 days in a row which have been brilliant.
This is fantastic.
Right? The best 3 days I've had for over a year.
Really?
Maybe 2 years. Yeah. I literally thought, I've done it. I've found the answer. I've turned a corner. Today I woke up and I had a bad night's sleep. So I'm thinking maybe just a bad setback.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically, just to summarize, I'm using this machine.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing, I'll just show you.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is part of the way I'm recovering. I'm standing like this for a while, just like to activate the glute muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just staying like this, right? And then what I'm also doing is I'm like walking on the spot.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
I've started doing this. I'm not leaning forward or anything, but I'm standing like this, and I'm trying to like sort of stand a bit. I'm like going backwards slightly, but this is supporting. This is stopping the back having to work as hard.
Okay.
So the back's not like, I'm not doing my back in, but what I'm doing is I'm stretching the muscles here, and I'm also building the muscles in the bottom. So those together, stretching the hip flexor, is it here, or whatever's here, you know, maybe whatever, like, I feel like I'm able to bend backwards a bit more. I'm getting better range of motion backwards. This is nothing I've seen on the internet. On the internet, it just said, stand like this, hold on to that. And then it said, like, bend forwards and lift weights. I'm not doing that. But I'm just, like, standing here, and then I've started to walk on the spot, and now the bottom's firing. Like, so, in a way, I'm building up muscles in my bottom, and really...
It reflects in your hip as well, there's mobility.
Yeah, I mean, it's hurting here, you know, the hips, like, you know, and then I've also tried to, like, go to the side and lean sideways a bit. I've tried to do a bit of that, and so, but that's painful. But I think I'm going to keep trying on a good day to do that.
Oh, that's a good thing.
So I've been doing that, but I've also then, today's been a bad day, but I'm also trying to do this. Because after doing those exercises, the hips are hurting. So then I then do this to stretch this muscle even more. So I've just been like standing like this and swapping over. And then I just feel that when I lay down on the floor, for ages now, when I lay on the floor, I've just felt it's been so painful laying on my back, because it feels like it's skin and then bone. I don't feel I've got any muscle or flesh at all on my bottom. I just feel like, I've got bones, like my pelvis bone makes me look like I've got a bottom, but I feel there's nothing there. It just feels like flat. Like an old person who sits in a chair all the time and never does any exercise and no walking. And I think because my feet are not working, because they're not, every time people walk, except me, and every time people walk, you use the bottom, the glutes. You don't go and do a workout for the glutes. Walking's for the glutes. So because I don't walk properly, I'm like walking on my heels, which all that's doing is hurting my back, not getting the muscles in the bottom working. So this machine is building up the muscles in the bottom, so that when I lay down, I'm in less pain, and when I stand, I'm in less pain. It doesn't help the walking. But walking, I was not in as much pain walking anyway, but I was able in the last 3 days to lie down on the floor.
So
today is not a good day, but and I could sit in a chair in less pain as well. I even sat on the chair at the kitchen table for about 5 minutes, which I've not been able to do that for a long time. So it's just today, I wish I could say, and today's the 4th great day, but today's a bad day. But
But it's good to hear you are on the mend. It's good to hear.
Yeah, I feel like really kind of turned a corner and found something that's going to help.
Yeah.
But I've had a bit of a setback, so I'm so glad you're here. I was hoping to improve through the day, so I could say, oh, this morning wasn't great, but I'm doing really well, but I'm still struggling, and that the back is quite stiff, So that machine does also stiffen the back up as well, of course, but it's mainly building the glutes, and I just feel if I can strengthen the glutes more, it's got to be good, and stretch these muscles, and maybe there's other muscles, but it's the start of me understanding things better.
That's a great thing.
And finding patterns.
That's fantastic. James, that makes me feel happy as well, buddy.
Yeah.
Find some light in the end of the tunnel there.
Yes.
That's
yes. So I'm really
fantastic.
Pleased, so I'm hoping that today's a bit of a bad day.
Yeah.
Maybe it's partly because I've done too much on the machine.
But first, today is one bad day. It's not every day is being bad.
No. 3 days in a row were very good.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And I'll tell you about the appointments to the NHS later, because we can have a good laugh. But nowhere with them. That's been a disaster as usual.
I know what's coming. I know.
You can guess. I'll let you guess what happened in those appointments.
But just keep doing whatever you are doing.
Yeah, I think me and you have got to find the answer, not the NHS.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I wondered if maybe last time you were maybe working the hip and maybe freeing up the hip as well, because I think all of this is helping. So I've just got to be careful how I lay on the bed tonight.
Yeah, no problem at all. You'll find your best spots.
So if you can calm the muscles down, because I've probably also.
So should concentrate on your lower back and the.
And the hamstrings are a bit tight. But I think.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you'll probably feel that I'm very on edge. I'm excited, but my back is a bit.
Don't worry.
But I've got more confidence. You probably tell.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, Jane.
Yeah.
That's something good to hear and to celebrate, of course.
Yeah.
And how's your mother doing?
She's doing okay. She's been in the shop with my brother a few days.
Okay.
So she's nice to see my brother. He sold his latest car and he's buying a new car that's cheaper because he's moving house. Fingers crossed he's moving house.
Still get paid.
He's only going round the corner. Well, no. Because he needs his money because he's moving house and he's got the...
Well, that's not your problem. You want your money.
But once he's settled into the new house,
Yeah.
I should be getting paid. But yeah, after his holiday, because he's going on holiday as well. You know, so...
Let's not go in.
Yeah. But, no, but yeah, I'm supposed to have had... This is a bit of a clue. I'm supposed to have had 2 medical appointments since last week.
Okay.
That was a bit of a clue as to what might have happened. I'm supposed to. Yeah, what do you think might have happened?
I think we're gonna have a good laugh now.
Yes. What didn't happen to my GP appointments?
Well, it has to be cancelled once again.
Yes, it was cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That was meant to be this morning. That didn't happen. And then the other appointment, which was supposed to be with the pain management doctor, to review my situation,
Yeah.
turned out not to be an appointment with a pain doctor. It turned out to be an appointment with an anaesthetist who wanted to discuss when we're having our injections
Oh,
on the back.
hold on.
And I said, well,
Did they say anything about you gonna have? You accept having that injection?
I said, what's the aim? Like, what am I going to do after the injections? Am I going to do my physiotherapy program, which I haven't yet got?
Yeah.
According to, as far as they know, I don't know any exercises. You know what I mean? So they've not given me any decent exercises, and I've got no diagnosis. But he just said you've got 4 months to decide if you want an injection, and if you don't decide in the next 4 months, yes, I want one, then we take you off the system. So what is it? Yes or no? I said, well, I need time to think. Well, take 4 months, then that's it. It was just really cold, and I went there, and I wasn't having a good time. I'd driven in the car, I got there, sat in the waiting room, finally went in, and I didn't sit in the waiting room, I stood up in the waiting room, finally went in for the appointment. I was struggling, I was sat on the floor like this, really struggling, and there was a chair for me to supposedly sit on for the appointment. He sat in his chair, there's a chair for the patient. I said, sorry, I can't sit on the chair. I'm really struggling to sit on a chair, especially if it's not suitable for me, because of my back problem. All right, well, you just do whatever you want, he said. I said, so I looked around, and I needed to sit resting against the wall. If I'm going to sit on the floor, I need to hold onto the wall, and the chair was there. There was no other wall to sit against. I said, sorry, could you just move the chair, please, so I can sit near the wall? I need to be able to have my back against something. And he just pushed it an inch. Just pushed the chair an inch against the table leg. There was you could push it one way, an inch, and push it the other way, 2 meters. So I just said, oh, could you move it? Yeah, and he pushed it again, it moved another inch towards the table. I said, could you move it the other way? Oh, it's okay, I can still hear you. And I had to have the appointment, sat on the floor. I couldn't see him, he couldn't see me. We had a chair in between us. I'm having to speak through a chair to this man. I think I ought to complain. I mean, it was awful. He had no respect, and then he said a few things, and then he says, oh, well, I can't comment on your feet. I've got no information about your feet at all, only your back. So I can't discuss your feet today at all, just your back. I said, this is the problem I've got. I'm either discussing one thing or the other, but never both. And this is why I'm getting no one to understand what I'm going through. Well, that's none of my concern. I'm not a foot expert or even a back expert, so either. All I can do is talk about injections. And so that was really blunt. Every time I said something, I can't comment on that. That's not my.
So what's this guy doing there then?
He just wants to decide when we're having an injection and book me in, and that's it. And I said, my physiotherapy's been a disaster so far, and I don't think it's worth pursuing it anymore unless you know anybody else that I could try that can actually understand how the foot works a little bit more than the people I've seen already clearly don't know anything about the feet and how they should function normally and how it might affect your leg, your back, your knee, and I need somebody who understands that more, because that's my major problem and has been for such a long time. I'm in pain every day. I said I want a positive outcome. I'm trying to be positive. I don't want to sit here and complain. I want to try and find a solution. I said all these nice things. Well, I don't know anybody. We don't have anybody in the team who knows properly what's wrong with you. Your condition is very specific, and none of our physiotherapists will know exactly what's wrong with you. I said I know that nobody knows exactly what's wrong with me at all, but I want somebody to try and help me with my problem, not just give me a general sheet of back exercises, which I've already said I can't do half of them already. I'm just getting nowhere further. Well, no, I can't. Our physiotherapists don't understand your particular situation. You need to understand that no one knows. All these rubbish answers, just rubbish. I could tell I wasted my time. Yeah. So I said, well, in that case, can you take me off of the physiotherapy list so I can get into physiotherapy by self-referral? Because at the moment I haven't been able to self-refer for physiotherapy in the NHS for 4 years because I'm seeing pain management. And it's blocking it shouldn't block it. I said it is blocking it. It keeps blocking the referrals. So can you yes, I'll just cancel you out of pain management altogether if you want. So he says, I'll cancel you out of pain management. I said, that's not what I'm asking for. And he's turned his back on to me, and I just said, I only asked if I can be cancelled out of physiotherapy just because you've said that you can't give me anybody appropriate and I need to try it elsewhere. But I don't want to be cancelled out of the system. Well, you've got 4 months to decide if you want an injection. If not, then you'll be cancelled out of the whole system anyway. And I just thought, what do I do? I haven't complained, I haven't had time yet, but the reason why I haven't complained mainly is because I don't want to fall out with a guy who is in charge of injections in York. Because if I ever get worse and worse and suddenly I'm desperate for one, I don't want a bad relationship with the guy who works with, I think, one other person who does injections. I'm not saying he's going to think, oh, it's that guy again. We'll do an injection incorrectly. That'll serve him right. I'm sure they won't be nasty, but I want somebody to try and do their best for me.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that they'll do their best if they think, oh, it's him again. It's really hard, isn't it? I thought I was seeing the pain management doctor, the one who I first saw 4 years ago, who set me up with, we're going to do a program of physiotherapy, we'll do an injection, and then once you've learned what physio exercises to do, after the injection you can do them more rigorously and see if that helps. I said, well, that sounds okay, but I've yet to be given any physiotherapy exercises that are for me at all. So why do I want an injection when I don't know what I'm doing? Between you and me, I'm learning some new things in that room, but they don't know that. They've given me nothing, and I'm still guessing, what I'm doing in this room here, and I'd like to have somebody working with me and saying, yeah, that does sound good, but you probably shouldn't be leaning back. You need to be doing it this way instead. And I just want some input, you know what I mean? And so I just feel it's a waste of time, and I should be getting some type of physiotherapy, but the physios in the pain management are not physios. They're psychologists. They just discuss being positive. It's all the pain is up here, sir. All of it's in here. That's your pain's in there. And you don't need any exercises.
A motivation coach.
You just need to walk more. Well, walking sets the pain off because my feet don't work. My back hurts more because my feet are wrong. But if I build up muscles that are not fired up, not activated, and I get better shoes or an operation, then I've got to attack this problem in 2 different directions, from top down and bottom up. And waste of time, So, but I thought I was seeing the pain doctor, but I wasn't. I was seeing an anaesthetist. He looked like somebody who literally injects, it didn't look like a pain. It didn't sound like the pain doctor who organises your program, and that's who I was told I was seeing. So I think it's when you
intend to make your complaint.
Yeah. I was preparing myself for I spent ages preparing. I wrote down a full sheet of A4 paper, and I was trying to give my phone. Just tell me what's wrong. I'd written it on my phone. I wrote some notes, saved it on my phone, it wouldn't take my phone off me because I was struggling to get it across what I needed help with. So I wrote some notes, and what a waste of time that's been, because he didn't even listen.
At least you have all of this evidence.
Yeah.
You can put
I wish I'd taken Eve with me, but she didn't go. So I wish I would have taken her with me, or I wish they'd have recorded it. If they'd have had a camera in the room, I'd be so happy. I'd say, can you watch it yourself and see what he said? Because it was awful. Do you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. He took me, he said, right, well, just pop next door and I'll just have a look at you. And I wasn't expecting that, but basically, on the computer, he had my information about my back. So I said, just come next door. So I went, this is why there's nowhere to sit in the room. It's a tiny room, and there was a door to go in and a door at the side. So I couldn't sit against the door at the side because it was open. So I went into this other room at the side, and there was another room into the corridor from that room, and the nurse was there, the doorway was open, the nurse was there. So she would have seen what I'm about to tell you, but I'm sure she'll have forgotten by now. But there was a nurse there, and he says, all right, just stand there, I'm just going to press into your back, tell me where it hurts most. Is it hurting there? And he's like pushing down at my bottom. No. No, like, does it hurt there? There? I said, that's where it hurts the most? Yeah, there, right, okay. What about there? Well, yeah, a bit. What about there? All right. And now, just lean backwards for me. Let's see how far backwards you can go. And I said, well, I do struggle to. And he grabbed my arm and pulled me back. And I said, whoa, just a minute. And he says, oh, I'm just trying to pull. And he tried again, pulled me back again, to pull me back. I think he thought, this guy's all in his head, there's nothing wrong with him. So he was like pulling me backwards to see how far back I could bend. Because if you've got bulging discs, bending backwards sets you off immediately into a spasm, right? So he's trying to pull me backwards, and I said, that's what sets me off. I've got to get home yet, I said. I've got to get home somehow today. Oh, well, just leave it then. And he said, I'll come through to the room, I'll come back through when you're ready. But I think he literally treats me with no respect. He didn't think I had any pain. He assumed it's all in my head, because on the computer, it doesn't really say much about my back problem on the computer, because no one's ever investigated properly. So he just made his own idea up. There's nothing wrong with this guy, really. It's all in his head. What's he sitting on the floor for? He must be like, you know. So I think he just made his own mind up, and then he's pulling me backwards. And really, like, if somebody pulls me, if I'm like this and somebody starts pulling me backwards, I've got to tense all my back muscles suddenly. Like, it's different if I put my foot back. Like, I can go back if I hold on to something, or if I stand like this. But if I stand like this and somebody says lean backwards, you know, I'd driven there as well. I was in a bit of a mess. So it was really painful, and it was awful. He clearly doesn't believe there's anything wrong with me, and he's not treating me properly, because but why did he suggest an injection? If he believes there's nothing wrong with my back, really, why would you inject?
Right.
Well, I'm not paying for this, it's NHS.
Oh yeah, but someone's getting paid for that.
Well, yeah. But it's just, there is another method called radiofrequency ablation that's not as risky, where they burn your nerves.
Yeah.
And he wasn't offering that. He says, oh, well, we could try that in the future then. I said, well, what is that? Like, well, it's not as dangerous. I said, well, why don't we do that first? And I know why, because it's more expensive. The NHS won't pay for something that costs more. That's why they always send you for a blood test, because it's cheap. If you have a wrong with you, they always send you for a blood test, because it's cheap for the NHS. You know, tablets and blood tests are the cheapest ways to treat people, aren't they? So, it's just, it was awful.
No respect whatsoever.
No, it was absolutely awful. And the day I've had today, because I was feeling a bit better.
Yeah.
And then today I've really struggled, and I just think, for him to assume there's nothing wrong with me, you know, I think that's awful. Do you know what I mean?
You need to place a complaint in there.
Yeah.
You don't need to place a
Yeah.
complaint. And
I mean,
with all the evidence
yeah.
what you have.
I'm struggling to sleep in bed. I wake up in the morning, really, you know, I don't know what kind of day it's going to be, really hard or extremely hard.
Yeah.
You know, and I've not had any good days this year. And, you know what I mean? So it's just, that was just shocking, you know what I mean?
Oh, dear. Well, NHS in the reality of the system.
I thought it couldn't get any worse, but
It always can get worse, James.
yeah.
That's what we learned from the NHS. It always can get worse.
Yeah. I'll just turn the heater down.
Yeah, I'll bring it up if you want.
Just one notch.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Oh. I'm just a bit disappointed today not to be doing as well, but I'm hopeful now. I feel like I've got, you know what I mean, a bit more strength,
Yeah.
you know, in my body. Although my back feels like it's on the edge, I do feel that I feel stronger in myself when I'm stood up. and more, because I've been thinking for ages, my body can't hold up. It can't hold itself up properly. I've thought of two things. My body's my muscles don't seem strong enough to hold my body up, and the other thing, I couldn't lay on the floor. I just felt it was like bone on the floor. But now I do feel there's like flesh between the bone and the floor.
And how long have you been trying to lie down the floor and checking it?
I haven't done it today, but it did feel like, I think it was the day before or the day before that, I did feel like I could lay on the floor better. And that's not on a bed, that's like just on the carpet. I literally thought, I don't feel I'm laying on top of my actual like bones. Like I felt like, I don't know if it was my coccyx bone, but I just felt there was like bones on the floor, you know what I mean? And obviously with a pressure cushion when you sit on it for a while, it gets thinner and thinner. But your muscles in your body, in your bottom, are also a cushion, aren't they? Supposed to be. And I just felt I didn't have any muscle in my bottom, but now I feel I have. And I'm not there yet. I've got to build up maybe whatever I've done since last week, I need to do just double it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To have some real proper muscle.
But go slowly.
But slowly, yeah.
Go slow, don't go too far.
I think that's where I've kind of done a bit too much. But I think last night I did just, well, I'll be honest, I was feeling quite confident with the 3 days I'd had, that I went to bed a bit less carefully. I didn't look at what position I was in as much, and I woke up lying on my back. I'd rolled over onto my back.
Oh really?
This morning, yeah, I woke up on my back this morning. So, yeah. So I probably was on my back most of the night, which I'm not ready for yet, you know. But my back seems to have gone a bit like concrete today at the bottom.
Well, it's just the tension of the exercise you've been practicing there. The one you showed me there.
Yeah. But I can't really, like, if with a tennis ball, for example, I'm confident with a tennis ball trying to massage my legs and, you know, my shoulders, but I'm not as confident knowing what's safe and good for massaging my back, you know what I mean? I'm a bit more worried that I
Did
might
you try to lie down
things up.
on the back and put the tennis ball here, like you mentioned before?
Yeah.
Did you try to lie down and put the tennis ball on?
I haven't tried that, no. I thought I'd wait till you came this week, because I'm just a bit, I don't mind doing that when I'm not in as much pain, but I do feel I'm a bit too much on the edge sometimes to,
Right.
like in first thing in the morning, that's when my back's at its worst, and I just feel, this morning I tried to like stretch a bit, and I think what I should have done this morning when I woke up in more pain is probably just relax first before doing any exercises. But I went on that machine a bit too soon, you know. But normally if I'm having a bad day, I wouldn't dream of doing anything like that machine. So the fact that I've even thought I'll try going on that machine during even today, which has been a tough day, means I'm more confident, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
There is a building the confidence is always good.
Yeah. And how are you, Sandro?
I'm okay, Jeff. It's just like this. In these past weeks, it never stopped raining. So work under that rain all the time.
Yeah.
You know, in catching this cold, Lucy's been coughing for weeks now. So max, you know. And I start feeling like my throat. Well, this weather is not making a difference to make it any better, but I'm okay, I think. Under the circumstances of the work and the weather, I think I'm okay. It's just like I'm still. My massage treatment got cancelled at least 3 times.
Oh, that's not good.
And
is it with the same person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got a message yesterday asking if I can come for the massage on Friday at 7 p.m. And I'm like, I wish I could, but I cannot count on that because I remember Usia was asking about that date before she will go to work. And if she will go to work, there's not a chance I'm going to have my treatment done because I'm going to have to be looking after Max.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's still.
Oh.
So, I need to talk to her tomorrow and see if she's going to be working Friday or not. But you know, sometimes it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then they call her, oh, can you be somewhere in 1 hour's time? And then she just needs to go. So, really wondering what was going to happen this time, this Friday, if I just confirm with the guy, if it will have be cancelled once again or not.
Yeah, I need to know.
Because definitely I need to. My hips are a lot better. I can't complain a lot better. My side having like some sharp pain on my neck. You know. And a few other things like the knees, sometimes the lower back. So I really could do with a proper deep tissue. But
and where is this at?
Is Coppergate? Coppergate, yeah.
Is it where the same place that the tweener massage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to go in a place called Hillgate, which was just down to Stonewall, but they closed that clinic because Maria went back to Spain, and Errol after his stroke, so he's not treating much, so he only kept one of the clinics, which is in Coppergate. It's just on the side where the Viking place is.
Coppergate's where there's a few shops in a circle. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
So as you leave the car park, there's the car park.
Yeah, the car park, the toilets
and there's the Rustic, the French restaurant.
Yes.
So the restaurant is here, so you just go down, it's the first shop on the right hand side. It's about 20 yards away from that restaurant.
Yeah. So it's not too hard to get to?
No, it's not. It's quite handy because the car park is just there. It's just 2 minutes walking from the car park.
Yeah.
So, it's not so bad.
When I was younger, I used to tutor people at their house, but sometimes if I had a sixth form student in the day, I used to drive my car in the day, park in that car park, and I used to walk through Coppergate to the cafe.
Oh yeah.
At Cafe Nero on the corner.
Oh yeah.
And I used to tutor someone in the cafe.
Oh really?
Yeah. Just the odd student who was coming from school, if they were at St. Peter's School or Bootham, and then I'd get back in the car and drive off to the next person. And so that was like just to mix the day up a bit more. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I've
So
done all sorts in the past. Try and get lessons. Yeah. When I was trying to start the business up, you just take anything.
So when did you start? When did you actually start then the business?
Let me think. I must have been when I went into teaching when I was about maybe 23.
Okay.
Or 22 or 23. I must have gone into teaching it when I was about 23, and I taught for 6 years, 29. And then, when I was about 29, I started tutoring. Now, I might have started at 28,